What is going on, everybody? James Blade Tech coming here now with GDC and South by Southwest being canceled earlier this year. Now there has been a third cancellation. The Electronic Entertainment Expo, better known as E3, has actually recently come out saying they are canceling it. Now, this is actually a major thing because everybody knows that E3 is a major gaming convention for both big AAA developers and also indie developers to actually show off their games, and also places like Sony, Nintendo, and Microsoft to also show off the next generation of console. Now, that being said, we know that Sony was not going to be showing up to the E3 this year, similar to the way they did not show up the previous year. And with Jeff Keighley not being there this year as well, there's been speculation even prior to the issue going on with the virus that there was going to be a cancellation for E3. Now, I hope this isn't a full-on cancellation, even though it's looking that way. I'm hoping they're going to be more likely to kick the can down the road and actually maybe have E3 later on this year. I do enjoy actually watching the E3 press conferences. Now, as far as I'm aware, the press conferences are going to still be happening. Those happen technically before E3. E3 itself is actually the floor where you kind of get to play the games and see the new hardware and so on and so forth. But the press conferences themselves are still on for their typical schedule. But I would not be surprised if in the coming weeks we don't hear about a cancellation of the press conferences themselves. So I don't know, we'll see. I don't know. I know E3 has been slowly dying over the years. It is definitely not what it used to be years ago. It used to just be a thing for the journalists to kind of go there and report on what they see, and different content creators, but now it's been open to the public, so it's a kind of for the journalists, but also a convention at the same time for the public. It's kind of a weird hybrid between the two. But I kind of feel that ever since that time, it's been slowly dying. And it really is a shame, though, because we are losing all these different conventions, which is a shame because I've always wanted to go to E3 myself. I wanted to go there and just kind of see what all the hype is about. But knowing that it's slowly dying and that it's going to probably go away, it's a real bummer. It's a real shame just because I love these kind of things. I feel the same way about this as I do about different like stores closing down and having less and less places over time to actually get tech and get different hardware in games and whatnot. So, and this is just another example of that. This is going to be, if E3 goes down, there'll be one less convention that will be able to actually see all this hardware. And that's the thing too, is with these different conventions closing down and maybe completely canceling and just completely dying out, we may end up seeing these big companies start doing more of a Nintendo Direct kind of style. We've already seen that with Sony. We've seen that, I think, with Bethesda. And I think there's a few other ones as well that have done that. I wouldn't be too surprised if Microsoft ends up doing something similar to that later on down the line. But yeah, so that's just kind of my take on the whole situation. I think it's a real shame that E3 is being canceled. I understand why, just due to Jeff Keighley dropping out, to Sony not being there, all these other things, in addition to the current issue we're facing right now with this certain virus that's going around, any possible pandemic. There is not just one reason as to why E3 is being canceled. It is a slew of different reasons. And while I think it sucks, I understand why they're canceling it. I do hope they actually end up it's more of they're kicking the can down the road and going to be coming out with a 2020 E3 later on this year. But I'm not going to hold my breath. I hope they do come back for 2021 and they end up taking this time that they're not doing an E3 to actually come back even bigger and better for next year. But anyway, that is my take on the situation with E3. Let me know what you guys thinking down in the comment section below. Are you guys bummed out that E3 is not happening this year? Do you guys not really care? Do you guys think it's a good decision, bad decision? I would love to know what you guys think. Let me know down in the comment section below. If you guys like this video, definitely hit the thumbs up button. Hit the red subscribe button down below if you guys want to catch further videos like this in the future. If you guys want to hit me up on Patreon or Twitter, I'll leave links down in the description below. As always, this has been James of Blue Eyed Tech. I'll catch you guys next time. Have a good one.